Hello world, today I will be reviewing Ari Aster's film Hereditary, which was released in 2018. And it actually came out with a $10 million budget, but it managed to accrue $80 million at the box office. But unfortunately, because of the film's content, like with a lot of horror movies, it was absolutely ignored during the award season. But I happen to think that this movie is absolutely excellent, and I know I'm not alone there, so I'm going to lay out my praise for this movie right here. So let's get into it. Hereditary follows the story of the Graham family, a family who, after the recent passing of their grandmother, struggles and uncovers the hidden truth behind their family's sinister ancestry. And the gang is of course led by the family mother, who is played by Toni Collette. And Ari Aster directs this movie with such a skill, such an ability to create an atmosphere and a very specific sort of momentum. And those, above all else, are my two favorite aspects of this movie, the atmosphere and the momentum, because he uses sound design and cinematography to create such a really creepy family landscape. And he can push it even further with the wonderful performances that he gets out of his brilliant actors, like Toni Collette. Oh, where's Toni Collette's Oscar for this movie? Honestly, I love Toni Collette's work. I mean, she's just one of my favorite actresses. And she's also going to be in a movie coming out this fall. I'm really excited about that. But what I love about her performance in this is just the versatility and the absurdity and her absolute dedication to the insanity that is this role. I mean, if you've seen this movie or Midsommar, you know that Hereditary's leading ladies can't catch a break. Similarly to Darren Aronofsky, I mean, he just puts his actresses through the ringer here. But I think that Toni Collette is actually a really key player in this movie because her up-the-ante performance and her energy that she brings to the screen really helps accelerate some of the more fast-paced moments of this movie. And I don't think I would like it as much if Toni Collette wasn't at the center of this movie, just because of the fact that I really believe her performance is the reason a lot of these scenes start to work. But of course, she's guided through this journey by this really wonderful director who loves to leave hints in his movies. I mean, it's like this in Midsommar too, where in the first half, before the really crazy stuff starts to go down, there are all these little hints at what's going on throughout the movie, but it's not obvious what's going on. And that really adds to rewatchability, because when you get to the end of the journey and you see, oh, this is what was going on, you want to rewatch it to see if you can pick up on all the hints, to see, you know, if you knew what was going on. And I love that Ari Aster finds really creepy, interesting ways to add scary moments in his movies and in his frames without ever using jump scares. But unfortunately, one of the things that I do dislike about this movie is I feel like after I've seen the movie a couple of times, I'm kind of done with it, and there's not really a point to me watching it again. And I think that maybe because the story can be a bit slow to start at times, and there are a lot of comedic aspects of the movie, but they aren't sprinkled everywhere, I would say. But regardless, I mean, my first watch of this movie was very exciting, just finding out what exactly is going on with this family. Because the way that this movie chooses to explore family trauma and the things that we inherit from our loved ones is just so interesting. And of course, I think that all of the different actors and their different personalities, their performances, the way that they clash really builds the tension in this movie, because the family struggles that they're going to end up trickling over and building up the ultimate conflict of the movie. Because when this movie is on, it is on. I mean, the editing and camera work in this movie work together in such an interesting way to just showcase the raw emotions of the characters in the story, especially during those more tense moments. I mean, part of this movie that I really love is the acceleration of it all, the sense that as it keeps going, things build up and move faster and faster and faster until things just crash. And like I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of comedic aspects of this movie as well. Very dark humor sprinkled throughout the film. And Ari Aster also does some really interesting things with angles and VFX that I don't really see often in movies. And I love how this movie gives us what is necessary, because I never felt like it was ever veering off into unnecessary territory or anything like that. The movie is very focused, it knows what it is, it knows what it wants, and it knows what it's serving you. And it stays on track, really. And I don't want to spoil anything, of course, but I feel like I need to say that as a horror movie, this movie does delve into some very, very creepy things. So I just want to warn you, be wary of watching this, because when they say it's a horror movie, they mean it. As far as comparing it to Ari Aster's other movies, I mean, I have seen Midsommar, but I fall in the camp of people that just can't really get behind Midsommar. I found that Midsommar didn't really have the same sort of acceleration that Hereditary did, nor did it have that level of intrigue, in my opinion. And I could ramble on about how it's because Toni Collette wasn't in it. But, I mean, yeah, Florence Pugh is awesome in that movie. But overall, I feel like Hereditary shines because it really finds a way to blend creepiness of it with the family drama that it has. Whereas Midsommar's family drama sort of does not blend as well with the story. And I think that is a big flaw in the movie. But I can absolutely recommend watching Hereditary, and when Ari Aster's next movie comes out, I'll probably be going to watch that too. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please like and subscribe for more. I also have a letterbox if you're interested to see what else I'm watching or anything like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.